Hey, what's up, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl, Marisha LaShay, and I'm back with The Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay, you guys. So today, I am back like I never left. Man, what's up, everybody? Man, technology tried to hold a sister back today. I can't believe it, y'all. It's official. I am back. It's November 1st, 12:00, 12:01, 12:02. You're tuning in right now. It's your girl, Marisha LaShay, and I'm back like I never left. What's up? I'm so glad to be here with y'all this evening. Y'all see I got my little decor in the back. We got two things that we are celebrating. If you're wondering, it's not her birthday. I know it's not my birthday, but I have a lot to celebrate. And today is the day that we are celebrating. So let's jump right on in. With that being said, I like to welcome you in. New heads, old heads, everybody. Man, it's so good to be back. Definitely four things that I just want to give thanks to, just the opportunity to come back. Not only for my first season, not my second season, not my third season, not my fourth season. This is my fifth season of The Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay. I have experimented with different platforms, so I'm definitely turned up. That's a blessing for it to be, man, my fifth season. That's crazy, especially for the people that's been watching, right? Next and foremost, I'm definitely thankful for the opportunity to celebrate 2 years. 2 years in the game, okay? So, with those two things that I'm definitely talking about, with the 2 years in the podcast game and 5 years with it being my fifth season, not necessarily 5 years, but 5 seasons. Feels like years though. Meanwhile, let's talk about the history of The Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay, shall we? So, The Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay definitely happens in months that have 30 days. It all started when my dad and I was working on another project, and The Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay was birthed. And we started November 1st, 2020 during the pandemic. And ever since then, I have continued to keep working on it, keep writing myself, keep recording, keep putting out things, trying out different platforms. So, of course, like I said, I've only tuned in on months that have 30 days. So that's November. That is April, June, and September. So with that being said, I'm back for the next 30 days to continue the marathon of using my mouth, my gift of gab, to inspire, to motivate, and to encourage others to reach for the stars based on real world topics. This is season 5 in full effect, like right now, turning it up a notch, bigger and better. So what I would like to do at this point right now is to go ahead and share with you guys the order of the show. Like, what's the rundown for season 5? So today is day 1. It is the birthday celebration of the actual breakfast show with Marisha LaShay. What are we celebrating? As I've already shared with you guys, 2 years in the podcast game, 5 years as far as for 5 seasons. I keep saying 5 years, but it's 5 seasons. Day 2, tomorrow. Have you heard about the exclusive world's first baby born with 3-parent technique? We'll be talking about some techniques and how this baby was able to have 3 parents. Day 3, we'll be talking about doulas. Duh. Have you heard of a doula before? Day 4, I is for being intentional and how. Day 5, there's nothing wrong with being different. Allow me to introduce Crystal Esteem, which is an entrepreneur. She changed the game with her business. Day 6, letting go. It's knowing when for me. Day 7, I'm not the one or the two. Day 8, why trust me then? Day 9, got time. All right. Day 10, what's your in regards to an incentive? Standing in your truth leads you. That's day 11. Day 12, welcome to the celebration of a century. Greetings to the ladies of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. That day, I'll be providing a tribute to the ladies of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated because it is their 100th year and they're celebrating their sorority. Meanwhile, day 13, why you mad? That's going to be interesting to talk about, right? Day 14, the best ways to educate our children. So I'll be talking about different ways to educate our children, whether they're in charter school, public school, homeschool, you name it, I'm going to talk about it. Day 15, Daddy, did you hear me? Day 16, Mommy, did you see me? Day 17 and another one, greetings to the men of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. So this one, of course, is going to be a definite tribute to the men of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Just trying to share some Greek unity and some Greek love. Day 18, just because without a reason as to why, right? Day 19, what is in store for you? All right. Day 20, talk science to me. Day 21, alopecia, is it hereditary? All right. Day 22, the concept of trust. Day 23, no RIP for me. There are no reimbursements for parenting, only investments. Day 24, eat the plate, where we're going to talk about a couple things as relates to the different foods on your plate and nutrition. Day 25, Black Friday will be Ali. Of course, you guys, with it being the 5th season, I'm definitely have a couple guest stars coming in, a couple artists dropping through that are pretty locally, but kind of doing their thing and rolling out. I'm trying to get into the habit of allowing guest stars to come on and promote their businesses and tell their story. So we'll definitely have that opportunity. Black Friday will be Ali. Day 26, 1-800 Child Support. Press 1 to speak to a specialist. Please and thank you. Day 27, don't get eliminated. Day 28, did you know about the new discovery of a new blood type? Okay. Day 29, reward for life. Okay. And day 30, pause for the cause. A real BKA, better known as a real gold crusher, is coming through. So on November 30th, I'm going to have my fraternity brother on there, and we're going to be dropping some gems, just giving tribute, paying tribute. So as I stated before, we're in season 5 and we're going to keep going. So I always like to do a countdown, by today being day 1. We have 29 more days in this thing. Next thing, we're going to do a mental check-in. We're checking in on our mental feelings on a scale based from 1 to 10, 1 being the worst day of your life, 10 being the best day of your life. So for me, this morning, I'm on 1,000,000 because I'm back like I never left. If I don't love to do nothing else, it's being able to actually get on my podcast and just allow it to be an outlet for me, and just being able to get creative and to write and to express and to just have this moment. This is my thing, right? So I'm definitely on 1,000,000. Please feel free to drop them numbers. Check in. You can be off the scale. You can definitely be, higher than a 10. You could definitely be below a 1, because sometimes you never know what a person is actually going through, which is why I came up with the mental checking in, because I normally start at the top of the morning at 5:30 in the morning, but because this is season 5, I'm dropping this one at midnight, and I'll resume back to the mornings, right? Next tomorrow. So with that being said, the question for today is a time to celebrate. The birthday celebration of The Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay. What are we celebrating? I'm celebrating our terrific 2 years of being in the podcast business and committing to many more years of inspiring and spreading the true word. My word is bond, and then I have reached my 5th season. So turn down for what? Today I'm recapping my favorite topics from all 4 of my seasons. Wow, I could really say that, right? So, man, I definitely got to go back and just begin to just share with you guys these videos, because it was live. Like, how could we ever miss out on an opportunity to, man, reach others and to be as one. So with that being said, like, I definitely put up a couple videos, and later on I'll be able to actually incorporate the actual videos that I was talking about that I wanted to recap on. I almost got tongue tied with what I wanted to say. But I'm definitely excited. Some of my favorite titles coming from season 1. I had one episode where I was definitely talking about my first very episode, actually, of The Breakfast Show, right? And it was shot in the bathroom. Random place to be, right? And this is where it all started, you know, because I'm like, at the time, I didn't want to disturb everybody, so I recorded my first podcast in the bathroom. And I went live. I didn't have an outline. I was just committed to doing it. And for that, it's just like, this was me. This is me. This is me. The first podcast. This was me. This is where it started. This is me. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys. I don't go on live too often. So this will be, you know, interesting. An experience. Tuning in, William Morris. Thank you. That's good stuff. Comment in the comment section. The question is, how do you get healthy physically when mentally you are unhealthy? Okay, the question is, how do you get healthy physically when mentally you are unhealthy? Good morning, good morning. Right, this is where I started. That's growth. With that first video, I didn't know what to do. Man, the only thing I knew was I had my question and I had my ideas written out. And I just went for it. I just stepped out on faith. Then in another video. So that was my first video that I did, right? The next video that I did, it was my day 20. My day 20. This was my day 20. And this one was titled, Dear People, What Did 2020 Mean to You? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. And I am checking in. Is how you're going to feel today. I'm not a perfect 10, but what did 2020 mean to you, dear people? That's our question for today. Thought provoking, huh? It's 2020. It's the 20th day. And I got a question about 2020. How ironic is that? Okay, I'll give you guys a few minutes. Yeah, it's something. God does and do things for a reason. He don't make any mistakes on what he's doing. So when the material is already written up, and then as I'm just seeing out of the lines, it blows my mind. So let me go ahead and answer, because this is going to be something. 2020 meant everything to me. And only wanting to be in God's sacred place. That's what 2020 means to me. But each month I went through different things. So I just began to examine those months, and I'm going to share that with you guys this morning. So I'm going to be very, very transparent with you guys. You know, like I said, this is not a judgment zone. I'm just going to be transparent because I believe in keeping it 100. So, understanding all that I have overcome started with January. I got a new promotion. I got a new home. I got into a new relationship. And I got into another car accident. I had mixed emotions. That video allowed me to tap into vulnerability with the world because I never thought that I would be sharing anything that I had went through during that time. But you never know with your experiences that you go through, how they can impact somebody else and how they can help them. In January. So I got vulnerable in that episode that allowed me to see myself in a different light every time that I went back to replay. And then another video was about, Dear Black Men, will you lead today? And this one I was talking to the brothers because a lot of men that I know are very strong men. And for that reason, this is why I wrote this. I just want to kind of fast forward to the good stuff. I don't need the introduction. You know, this is not, we are not talking about women today. We are not talking about the kids today. We are not talking about our jobs today. We are not talking about the community today. We are not talking about the Black church today. We are not talking about nobody today but the Black men. So let's tune up our ears because I'm getting ready to drop some knowledge. Let's go, Black men. Let's go. Let's go, Black man, let's go. Let's go, Black man, let's go. It's the chant that I say this morning as it come down to our Black men. Dear Black man, we know it's a man's world, but where's your power? It's a man world, but society holds you back with restrictions and limitations. It's a man world, but the community don't love you if you don't have money. It's a man world when society's scared of you because of your knowledge. And knowledge, we know, is power, right? Nothing scares us when a society is not accepting us, meaning you, Black men. Why are they killing you? Why are they taking you out of our homes? Why are they painting unrealistic stories and viewing you as characters instead of authors of your story? Well, you heard that, right? I had to get myself on up out of there. I had to cut that off because I went in that morning. I was on one. Let's go, Black men. I love Black men, definitely. But I was on one because we don't pay tribute to them a lot, especially to Black men. They have overcome so much and still overcoming and still coming and going. So I'm definitely. Then I wanted to talk about love for this one. And my recap. Good morning. And love feeling today. That will look like different psychology. Love is a gunshot wound. And love is everything. So that is my list of how I view love. Now what I'm going to be able to do is go back over this list and break it down so you guys can understand as to what love is about based on these metaphors. So I said love is a double sword. That was my first thing on my list. It was the top of my list. Great. Why? I say love is a double sword because it can be one side of that sword is going to be used to protect you. But it's also going to allow you to feel safe. It's also going to stab you in the heart if you are open. Okay? That's what I mean by the double sword, because it can be used for two purposes. It can be used in more than one way. When it comes down to love, somebody could love you, could be up here stabbing your ass up. And somebody who's loving you right will look like they're protecting you. Ooh. Well, you guys, those were my videos for my recap of season 1. I will definitely be sharing more with you guys because I don't want this video to keep going on and on and on. All the different difficulties that I experienced, the technical difficulties. Thank you guys for staying with me. Thank you guys for rocking with me. We're going to clean it up. We're going to be prepared and we're going to rock on. But thank you guys for tuning in. I have 2 goals before I leave here today. And I want to share them with you. Before the year's out, I would like to achieve these goals. My first initiative is keeping it a stack, right? So will you help me complete my goal to reach 1,000 listeners for my podcast by tuning in and listening at your leisure? Do you guys think you could do that and help me with that? All right. Second thing, spread the word to your international friends in other countries. My podcast is currently heard in 7 countries. Please help me to continue my movement globally. So my current status in regards to my listeners, I currently have 250 listeners, and I would like to increase that to 1,000, which I call it keep it a stack. And I would like to do that by the end of the year. As I stated before, I'm heard in 7 countries currently, so help me reach another 5 more countries or more. Thank you guys for your support. That is the close of the show. I hope that you guys enjoyed the celebratory breakfast show and the decor. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. None of this will be possible without you guys. And also to the technical difficulties, I also had a surprise for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a snippet of this actual surprise that I have. I have something to share with you guys. Take a listen. I'm going to leave y'all with that.